We're definitely looking at heavy rain and gusty winds with this system. The Storm Prediction Center does have the majority of South Carolina and the Midlands under this marginal risk, which is everyone shaded in green. Rainfall amounts continue to actually go up a little bit, with most of the Midlands now possibly in the 2 to 3 inch range. Due to the threat for about 24 hours of rain, a flood watch has been issued for the entire Midlands. We're also tracking another severe thunderstorm warning right now for Fairfield, Kershaw, Lexington, and Richland counties that goes until 6:45. And this is moving to the northeast of Newberry, just to the south and east of Whitmire. We do have this area to the south that's picking up in intensity a little bit. You can see some decent showers between Orangeburg and Vance. And the leaves are falling or pretty much all the way off the trees, but you're going to want to get them cleared up around your house ahead of the rain that's going to get here on Sunday. Meteorologist Zernich here at the Kennedy Space Station in Florida as they are getting ready for their next launch. And as you can see, I am ready for the total solar eclipse as I got my glasses. Unfortunately, here in the Midlands, it's just going to be a partial eclipse. But a big congratulations to Julia and the Kansas City Chiefs on winning the Super Bowl.
Hey, we had fun watching that in here together. That was a great game.
We are going to be dealing with the rain likely through the rest of tonight and into a majority of our Monday. And there's the possibility that at times it could turn heavy, along with the possibility for a few stronger thunderstorms. So we are going with a first alert weather day for the remainder of tonight and likely through a majority of our Monday. So you will need to be weather aware through the rest of tonight and especially out the door tomorrow morning, because the roadways are already going to be very wet. Could already start to have some ponding in those low-lying areas. So do keep that in mind, and likely even by the afternoon commutes, still going to be dealing with some very wet roadways, and at that point we could even have some minor flooding, as we will be starting to really see those rainfall totals add up across the region. But on top of all that, we also are tracking a low-level threat for some severe weather pushing into the region tomorrow. The Storm Prediction Center now has the entire state of South Carolina under that level 2 or slight risk out of 5. So we are looking at about a 15% chance that at times we could have a few damaging wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. And like we saw a couple weeks ago, when you get these stronger systems to move through, a brief spin-up tornado cannot be completely ruled out, although that percentage does look to be much lower. But as we zoom in, you can see the entire Midlands is hatched in that slight risk for severe weather. So let's break down the threats a little bit more. Heavy rain is what we're really keeping a very close eye on. That's going to be our highest threat that we have over the next 24 hours. It's just going to pretty much remain fairly steady, and as mentioned, at times could pick up. Damaging wind gusts, we'll call that a slight risk, and then the tornado and hail threat look to be much lower than that, but we can't completely rule it out. But really, damaging winds and heavy rain is the biggest story, and a flood watch has even been issued due to the possibility for some hefty rainfall totals adding up throughout the region. So those low-lying areas where the water likes to collect, really keep that in mind across the entire Midlands, as we will have that possibility. Radar has shown over the last several hours these steady light showers have been pushing in through across much of the Midlands. Big picture, though, shows plenty of moisture still back across Georgia, Alabama, and even out towards Louisiana and Mississippi, with some stronger storms back there. That's the system as it moves closer to us that could bring us the chance for some storms by late tomorrow afternoon into the evening. But for the rest of tonight, just looking at steady showers, and even tomorrow morning, the model continues to hint at the possibility for some hefty rains to get the day started. So that could cause some blinding conditions heading into work tomorrow morning. So keep that in mind. The rain could be quite heavy as you head off to start off work. Even through late morning, steady, moderate to heavy rains continue. Early afternoon, not much change, so just look on a very wet and rainy day. And then here comes the chance for some thunderstorms as we get towards dinner time. This is the one that will pack the punch with the actual cold front sweeping through the region. So this is where we'll have to watch for some embedded stronger storms with the strongest wind gusts. Once that clears, I think by late tomorrow night, around this time, things should finally start to clear up with the rain pushing out. Which you can see it's at this time that we start to get some of our highest wind gusts, maybe up to 35 to 40 miles per hour. That coming off the ground as saturated as it's going to be, this is where we could maybe start to get some trees to get toppled over and cause some of those power outages. So we'll really have to even watch through overnight for the possibility for some damage due to those gustier winds. And then it does look like sunshine returns for our Tuesday, with winds still a little breezy, 20 to 30 miles per hour, but the wind should be dying out through the second half of our Tuesday. Rainfall totals with the latest model continues to show 2+ inches across much of the region. So do plan on some good soaking rains that could cause some minor flooding. But for tonight, steady showers continue with us through the overnight. 61 degrees for that overnight low. And then your day planner just shows the rain continuing with that chance for the thunderstorms likely coming during the afternoon and evening. But as mentioned, sunshine returns with breezy conditions Tuesday. More sunshine for your Valentine's Day with temperatures in the low 60s. More dry weather Thursday and Friday before rain returns heading towards next weekend.